Beavers in the desert, a daring idea. Imagine a creature so synonymous with water suddenly finding itself in a land of sand and cacti. This is not just a whimsical thought but a bold experiment that has captured the imagination of scientists and nature enthusiasts alike. Can beavers survive in the desert? This question, seemingly outlandish at first, has profound implications. Beavers are known for their incredible ability to transform landscapes, creating lush wetlands from barren streams. But could they bring their transformative powers to the arid desert? This question sparked a unique experiment. Scientists from various fields came together, pooling their knowledge and resources. They meticulously planned every detail, from the selection of the beavers to the specific desert location. Their goal was to see if these industrious rodents could adapt and thrive in an environment so different from their natural habitat. Scientists wanted to see if beavers could bring their amazing skills to a new environment. Beavers are natural engineers, known for their dam-building prowess. These structures not only create ponds and wetlands but also support a myriad of other species. The hope was that, if successful, beavers could help rejuvenate degraded desert ecosystems. The idea was to relocate beavers to a dry, arid region. This was no small feat. The beavers were carefully captured, placed in specially designed crates, and transported across miles of desert terrain. The journey was long and arduous, but the potential rewards were immense. Could these creatures, known for building dams and rivers, adapt to a world of sand and cacti? The desert presented numerous challenges: extreme temperatures, scarce water sources, and unfamiliar vegetation. Yet the beavers began to explore their new surroundings with curiosity and determination. The experiment was met with a mixture of excitement and skepticism. On one hand, there was a sense of wonder and anticipation. Could this really work? On the other hand, there were doubts and concerns. Was it ethical to place these animals in such a harsh environment? Some people doubted that beavers could survive in such a harsh environment. Critics argued that the desert was too unforgiving, that the beavers would struggle to find food and water, and that the entire endeavor was doomed to fail. Their skepticism was not unfounded. The desert is a place of extremes, where only the hardiest of creatures thrive. Others hoped that the beavers might be able to help restore degraded desert ecosystems. They envisioned a future where beavers, through their natural behaviors, could create oases of life in the desert. These optimists believed that the beavers' presence could lead to increased biodiversity, improved soil quality, and even the return of water to parched landscapes. The stakes were high and the outcome uncertain, but the potential for positive change was undeniable. Many experts were unsure. The idea of introducing beavers into a desert environment seemed counterintuitive. Beavers are known for their reliance on water, and deserts are notorious for their lack of it. The experts gathered in the conference room debated the feasibility of the project, examining charts and data that highlighted the stark differences between the beavers' natural habitats and the arid desert landscape. Beavers need water to survive. They are semi-aquatic creatures, spending much of their time in and around water. Their ability to build dams and create ponds is crucial for their survival, providing them with protection from predators and access to food. Without a reliable water source, their chances of survival in the desert seemed slim. Deserts have very little water, especially flowing water for dams. The dry riverbeds and sparse vegetation present a stark contrast to the lush, water-rich environments beavers are accustomed to. The lack of flowing water posed a significant challenge, as beavers rely on it to build their dams and create the ponds they need to thrive. The lack of trees, a beaver's main food and building material, posed another challenge. Beavers use trees not only for food, but also to construct their dams and lodges. In the desert, the sparse vegetation and limited availability of suitable trees meant that the beavers would have to adapt to using alternative materials, which could impact their ability to build effective structures. Critics wondered, could these animals really adapt and thrive? The skepticism was palpable among the wildlife experts and scientists. They questioned whether the beavers could overcome the numerous obstacles presented by the desert environment. The critics' concerns were valid, as the success of the project hinged on the beavers' ability to adapt to a habitat so drastically different from their own. The initial stages of the experiment were closely monitored. Researchers meticulously documented the beavers' behavior and interactions with their new environment. They observed how the beavers responded to the lack of water and vegetation, taking detailed notes on their adaptations and challenges. The data collected during this phase was crucial for understanding the feasibility of the project and making any necessary adjustments. Scientists carefully selected a site with a dry riverbed. This location was chosen because it had the potential to collect and retain water during occasional rainfalls. The dry riverbed provided a natural channel that could help direct water flow, creating a more suitable environment for the beavers to build their dams and ponds. They hoped that occasional rainfall might provide enough water for the beavers to work with. The scientists were optimistic that the sporadic rain showers in the desert could supply the necessary water for the beavers to establish their habitats. They monitored weather patterns closely, hoping that the rain would come at the right times to support the beavers' needs. A small group of beavers was carefully introduced to their new home. The release was a critical moment in the experiment. The beavers tentatively explored their surroundings, investigating the dry riverbed and sparse vegetation. Researchers watched anxiously, hoping that the beavers would begin to adapt and find ways to survive in this challenging new environment. The success of the project depended on the beavers' ability to overcome the obstacles and thrive in the desert. Despite the challenges, the beavers surprised everyone. They quickly adapted to their new desert home. Instead of building large dams, they created smaller, strategic dams in the dry riverbeds. These dams helped to slow down the flow of water during infrequent rains. The beavers also changed their diets. With limited trees available, they turned to other desert plants for sustenance. They even discovered underground water sources, digging shallow wells to access this precious resource. The impact of the beavers on the desert landscape was remarkable. Their small dams helped to create small ponds and wetlands in areas that had been dry for years. These wetlands attracted a variety of other animals, including birds, insects, and amphibians. The beavers' dams also helped to raise the water table in the surrounding areas. This made it easier for plants to grow, and the desert began to transform into a greener, more vibrant ecosystem. Section 5. Unexpected Biodiversity Boom. The experiment yielded surprising results. The presence of beavers led to an unexpected increase in biodiversity. The wetlands they created provided habitats for a wide range of species that had not been seen in the area before. The beavers' impact extended beyond the immediate vicinity of their dams. The increased vegetation helped to prevent soil erosion, and the overall health of the desert ecosystem improved significantly. Section 6. Long-term benefits for the desert. The desert, often perceived as a barren and lifeless expanse, holds within it the potential for remarkable transformation. This section delves into the long-term benefits that have emerged from a groundbreaking experiment aimed at revitalizing these arid landscapes. The long-term benefits of the experiment became increasingly clear. Over time, the desert began to show signs of rejuvenation. The once dry and cracked earth started to support new forms of life, and the ecosystem began to balance itself in unexpected ways. The beavers' presence had a positive impact on the desert's water cycle. These industrious creatures, known for their dam-building skills, played a crucial role in transforming the landscape. By creating dams, they slowed down the flow of water, allowing it to seep into the ground and replenish the water table. Their dams helped to retain water, replenishing underground aquifers. This retention of water was vital for the survival of various plant and animal species. The increased water availability led to the growth of vegetation, which in turn supported a wider range of wildlife. The project demonstrated that even in the harshest of environments, nature can find a way to flourish when given the right conditions. The once desolate desert began to transform into a thriving oasis, teeming with life. This transformation was not just a visual change but a profound ecological shift. The beavers' ability to adapt and thrive in the desert offered hope for the future of conservation efforts. Their success story serves as a testament to the resilience of nature and the potential for innovative conservation strategies to restore even the most degraded environments. This experiment has paved the way for future projects aimed at harnessing the power of nature to heal and rejuvenate our planet's most vulnerable ecosystems. Section 7. Lessons learned. Beavers as ecosystem engineers. The experiment highlighted the crucial role beavers play as ecosystem engineers. Their ability to modify their surroundings has far-reaching consequences, influencing everything from water availability to plant and animal life. The success of the experiment challenged conventional thinking about wildlife relocation. It showed that sometimes introducing a species to a new environment can have unexpected and positive ecological benefits. Section 8. A new chapter for wildlife conservation. The findings of the experiment opened up new possibilities for wildlife conservation. By understanding the complex relationships between species and their environments, we can develop more effective strategies for protecting and restoring natural habitats. The beaver experiment served as a powerful reminder that nature is interconnected. Small changes in one part of an ecosystem can have ripple effects throughout the entire system. Section 9. Balancing nature, a shared responsibility. The beaver experiment reminds us that we have a shared responsibility to protect our planet's delicate ecosystems. By working to restore balance to nature, we can ensure a healthy and vibrant future for all living things. Through careful observation, scientific research, and a deep respect for the natural world, we can continue to unlock the secrets of our planet and find innovative solutions to the environmental challenges we face.